Salam and hello everyone, welcome back to The Balanced Deen. Inshallah, this year 1 million pilgrims will complete their Hajj. 850,000 will come from around the world and 150,000 will be local to the area. Due to the ongoing coronavirus pandemic, the Saudi Ministry of Health has set guidelines and recommendations for those who intend to complete their Hajj. Hajj and vaccinations. This year, Hajj will take place between July 7th and 12th, inshallah. Pregnant women, children, and those who are ill should have already postponed their plans for Hajj and Umrah. Adults over 65 and those unvaccinated or those whom have not received a primary series of the approved vaccinations against coronavirus will not be permitted to perform Hajj this year. There are additional vaccinations that are required for making Hajj or performing Hajj, and those include the meningococcal or meningitis vaccine, and I have left a link to all of those requirements below. Basic info for traveling to Saudi Arabia. In 2022, Hajj pilgrims must be under 65 years of age and fully vaccinated against coronavirus. They must also present a negative PCR test taken 72 hours before departure for the kingdom. Priority will be given to those who have not previously performed Hajj. For those returning back to the United States, know that on June 12, 2022, the Centers for Disease Control released a statement saying that it will no longer require air passengers traveling from a foreign country to the United States to show a negative coronavirus test or documentation of a recovery from coronavirus before they board their flight. However, do bear in mind that the Centers for Disease Control, or the CDC, do require proof of vaccination for non-U.S. citizen, non-immigrants to travel to the United States, and that is still in effect. In a nutshell, it is important for you to know the guidelines for traveling, as every country has its own requirements for entering and leaving their country. Country-specific information. During the actual Hajj season, there are a few requirements that the actual pilgrims need to know while completing Hajj. Number 1. The government of Saudi Arabia requires everyone to wear a face mask in all indoor public and retail venues. Those who fail to comply are subject to a fine of 10,000 Saudi riyals, or $2,700 US, and you must wear a mask while at the major mosque sites. Number 2. The Saudi Ministry of Interior requires all persons in Saudi Arabia to show proof of vaccination by a Ministry of Health approved vaccine to enter all government and private establishments, as well as the use of public transportations and air travel. For more information, I have provided a link for you below. Number 3. All retail establishments and public buildings throughout the country require individuals to use the Tawakkalna app to be admitted into the establishment. Number 4, beginning February 1st, 2022, coronavirus vaccination boosters will be required for entering public places. This applies to those 18 years old and over who have received their second vaccine dose at least 3 months prior. Number 5, domestic travel restrictions. Only fully vaccinated individuals, fully vaccinated being those individuals who have received 2 doses of an acceptable coronavirus vaccine and a booster, will be allowed to travel on domestic flights in Saudi Arabia. This rule does not apply to children under the age of 12 years old or individuals who are exempt from coronavirus vaccination due to health reasons documented by the Ministry of Health. The exemption should be shown on the passenger's Tawakkalna app. So if you are flying in between Mecca, Medina, Riyadh, or Jeddah, for example, at any point, make sure your vaccinations are in order and you understand the current flying protocol. How to stay healthy. There are varying illnesses and infections that are commonly seen year after year during Hajj, including respiratory illnesses and gastrointestinal illnesses. There are a few things you can try and do to mitigate and reduce your chances of getting any of these illnesses or becoming sick. Number 1, practice good hygiene. Carry soap and hand sanitizer with you at all times and use it. Number 2, wear your mask and make sure it covers your nose and your mouth. Number 3, eat and drink with caution. So drink only bottled water and make sure that your vegetables and your meat or your chicken is cooked. When I completed my Hajj in 2014, I was advised to eat ramen noodles for a few days to avoid any type of gut issues. So yeah. Number 4, If you get a cut or a scrape, tend to it immediately with disinfectants and also seek help in one of the medical tents when you can. Do not delay or try to push through it. Number 5, if you feel sick or recognize that someone in your camp is sick, seek medical help immediately. It is a responsible thing to do to not only help that person overcome their sickness, but to prevent the spread of this illness to others. Number 6, stay hydrated by drinking bottled water and keep healthy snacks on hand with you at all times to not only keep your energy up, as well as for diabetics to keep appropriate snacks on hand to help you maintain proper glucose levels. Inshallah, the information in this video has been helpful. If there are any other help topics you want or need covered, please comment below. If you have completed your Hajj, also comment below on the steps you took to remain healthy during your Hajj journey. For those traveling for Hajj, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept your Hajj and keep you safe and healthy. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.